Hi guys, Franz here, welcome back to another episode of Clash Royale. So, I admit it, I haven't been playing Clash Royale in a while actually. I always play Clash Royale a lot and then I don't do it for a while. I'm not sure why that is, but sorry for any background noise, that's my dryer, I guess you can say, like the washing machine for the clothes or what, however it's fucking called. I think it's just a washing machine. So yeah, as you can see, I've already made a deck with the Sparky, and this deck is overpowered as shit, to be honest. We have the Sparky, Barbarians, Goblin Barrel, Zap, Arrows, Minions, Spare Goblins, and Valkyrie. So this is a pretty meh average deck of 3.5, so this is your daily deck, I guess you can say. So I will show you 2 wins and 1 loss. I'm not sure if I have a decent loss or actually because I actually rage quitted once because this bitch was pushing with a P.E.K.K.A. and I did not have anything to counter him with. Yeah, so P.E.K.K.A. this deck is bad against. So I'll see you guys when I get into the first match. Okay, so I started off with the freeze spell and then I changed the freeze for arrows because I didn't use the freeze and I even forgot to put it out of my hands, or deck I guess. And yeah, so I'm starting with the Barbarians here, trying to get them 2x2, but instead they go 1x3. Okay, so I see that Mega Minion coming in and I already was like, okay, so let me just put my Spare Goblins down. So he's going with the Goblin Barrel right here on my left tower. And yeah, I didn't have my arrows, didn't have my zap, so did I decide to take the hit? Yes, I did. And it was very necessary. So Minions against the Mega Minion, zap on the right, and now there's a Valkyrie coming in on the right, and yeah. Minions apparently also, and I put my Valkyrie down there just to tank everything because otherwise it's just going to be too much. And then I just decided to take the hit from the minions because it's not going to do a whole lot of damage, to be honest. But 300 damage is still a damn lot. But yeah, you can use Sparky defensive as offensive, but my hand wasn't like that, to be honest. So the minions killed the Goblin Barrel this time, and the Sparky actually getting a hit in on the Skeleton Army. Nice save there. So yeah, there goes his tower down. 1-0. That's game for you. Right there. All I had to do was, I'll just skip to the end here. All I had to do was just defend, and as you can see, he didn't really do a whole lot of damage to my towers already. So yeah, Hog Rider. It was a close call in the end though, because he did a whole lot of damage to me. And yeah, this is why I decided to change the free spell for the damn arrows, because it was highly necessary. So yeah, it gets the Sparky. Almost got another hit in on the tower, of course. So Barbarians, Minions, and yeah, I'm doing everything I can. As you can see here, he's putting a cannon. I'm deciding to push for the left tower because the right tower matters not really much. So he gets his tower to. He's going to get my tower down to 180. I think he had my tower down to, yeah. So if this push went in, I would have been dead, you know. I would have to push again, but I just didn't push back hard enough or something. So I'll see you guys when I get into the next win. I remember this guy. Yeah, I did it all this morning, a couple of hours ago, to be honest, and I remember this guy. This guy was level 7 and I was like, okay, so he's level 7. So let's see what we can do against him. So he puts his wizard on the opposite lane. He's pretty much under-leveled for my cards that I'm currently using, so that's a problem on his side. So yeah, my Sparky's fully loaded. I put my Barbarians on there, and he is going with a Skeleton Army as I already predicted, because most people actually have the Skeleton Army now. Arrows for nothing. Sparky taking, yeah, that, as you can see, there goes the witch, and Sparky is absolutely annihilating everything. It was already locked on into the tower. This is already my first 1-0 in the first minute. He's already raging, and I'm like, okay, sure. Minions here. Yeah, he's not rocking a real heavy deck, but he is doing he's rocking a decent heavy deck. You will see here that in the end you will actually see that he gets one of my towers thanks to me letting him, but you will see why I do that soon enough. So I decided to go with on the right tower here to go push with the Sparky. So unfortunately my left tower goes down quite hard this time because I don't have anything against the damn balloon this time. So Barbarians take out the rest, and yeah, the Goblins take out the balloon. And yeah, Sparky, there we go, as you can see. Zap against the Skeleton Army, or what's left of it. And yeah, so he locks on onto the tower again, and there goes his second tower down. And yeah, here I think he was close to rage quitting, and as you can see, those goblins are stabbing his tower, and I'm not sure how that actually kills lives, but takes him down to 800. So what I did here, this was one fun match to be honest, because I had fun taking these towers down. This was one of the few matches that I actually just had fun. So I decided to go with a Sparky here. I knew what was going on into the left lane. He was going to push for that tower, he was going to kill it. So I just decided to go for the 3 crown victory, and no matter, I just gave him a free tower. Yes, that's what I did. Didn't really matter to me, to be honest. As you can see here, the Valkyrie and the Goblin, well, he was pushing so hard on his lane, he forgot to actually defend himself, and that's how I got the 3 crown hits. This was a hell of a fun match, and now we will see a loss. So this is another level 7, and I actually lost against this one. How did I lose? Well, you will see the Lava Hounds popping up soon in his hand. And that's how I actually lost, because that Lava Hound was very irritating. So he goes with the archers. And he's not putting his fireball down yet, he's putting his Mega Minion, he's putting his Mega Minion down. So yeah, Sparky's taking care of those 2 archers. So there those 2 go, and I don't have anything to counter half of these air-type things with. I pretty much need a minion or in this deck, to be honest. So yeah, Fire Spirits go down, nobody took a hit yet, and this was basically one troll game, I guess, because we were like doing what you just saw, like those emoticons. I was putting them on the entire time, and he decided to just go with it. So Zap against my Goblin Barrel. Barbarians coming in quite nicely. Did he go with the... Oh, he countered my Barbarians with his Barbarians, so not sure why he did that. I think the Barbarians are glitching quite hard, to be honest. So Sparky for those Barbarians. And yeah, like I said, Sparky can be used defensive as offensive. Lately, it's better to use them in defense as an offense, meaning the Sparkies. And yeah, I had to arrow here, to be honest. I did make some mistakes in this match. And that is right unfortunate. So, did I get a hit in here? No, because he's at me. So, that's, yeah, I was like, okay, sure, there we go. And then he went with it, and I was like, okay, sure. And this was just trolling each other in between, you know, and I saw that his tower wasn't going down as bad as mine was. So, Fireball against my Goblin Barrel. He really didn't want me to get any hits in, so I decided to go with another thumbs up. He decided to go with another thumbs up, and so we run into double Alexa territory. And yeah, I put my Barbarians down there, glitching against the tower. He goes with his Lava Hound. First time I'm actually trying to counter the Lava Hound with this deck, so I'm not sure how to actually deal with it yet. So Sparky is countering those Barbarians, most of them at least. And yeah, so Sparky kills, or no, doesn't, excuse me. So Sparky kills the Barbarian right now, and yeah, Goblin Barrels and Minions taking care of that. He should have arrowed everything. I think he did that right here. Oh no, he went with another Lava Hound. So arrows against all of that shit that you just saw go down, I guess. And here I just decide to, I'm not sure. I just decided to let my tower go down here. Because if I'm honest, this deck was just a little bit too much for me. That fireball just killed me every damn time. So yeah, I had nothing against him anymore. So yeah, that just right before time, you now know that the Lava Hound isn't doing much. So I decided to give him a thanks and a thumbs up after it, you know, just for the fun match that I had. And it's just a good deck, to be honest, in my opinion, of course. You can use it. You need to use this pretty much to start off pushes with the Sparky. The Sparky is your main counter hit. The Barbarians are easily countered by pretty much every damn thing. Every time I put out the Barbarians, everybody has a damn wizard against them. I'm not sure why. So, what you guys need to keep in mind, use the Sparky offensive as well as defensively, please. And not just offensively. Sparky may be an overkill, even though that is not in a dictionary or a vocabulary, as you can see on here. But she is one hell of a defensive beast as well as offensive. Not just only offensive, because most people actually use their offense. I've more showed you guys their offensive matches that I did, and I indeed used them more offensive than defensive. So defensive can also turn around into offensive. So what I always do is, like, I try to do the best I can to actually make my defenses some offenses, but then they are already weakened by the other units, and all they have to do is just arrow everything, and it's down. And that's also what others have. So yeah, you kind of have that problem. But if you can manage to turn your defense around to an offense, especially with this deck, like if you have a Sparky down there being on the defense line, countering a giant or something, you put that many units down that you can actually scroll back to another Sparky, you know, because I had a match that I had 2 Sparkies on the floor countering every damn thing. Witches, skeletons, goblins, wizards, they were all on that side, and all the Sparkies did was poof, you're dead. So yeah guys, hope you enjoyed this episode. Can we get 3 likes? And I hope to see you all again next time. Bye bye!